Hey everyone, this is Jacob Castro and welcome to another video on the Jacob's Aquarium YouTube channel. I apologize for not continuing with the video everyday series that I was planning on doing. It's kind of hard to keep up with things like that, so I decided just to continue on making regular videos about my tank. So as you can see, I changed quite a bit. The bottom of the tank is now filled with all this planted aquarium substrate, I guess you can call it. What it is it's basically, they call it fluorite, and it's kind of good for the plants because it has a bunch of clay and natural minerals in it and stuff, kind of better than just rocks and water. So I love some of the tiny rocks that I had in there on top of it just to give it a little bit of a cool effect, and so far I think it looks really well. I got some of the Ananarchus plants in the back there, and some of these guys up here in the front, not really sure what those are called, and those two in the back, those are really nice. I like those. I also don't know the names of those, but those are growing quite well and producing new leaves quite fast actually. And over here I got some dwarf hairgrass growing. I just got that from liveaquaria.com. It really doesn't look that healthy. I don't think they sent me one that was really that healthy. But I'm hoping it'll turn nice and green and start growing pretty soon here, which I'm pretty sure it will because it's showing signs of new growth. So, and then probably in, I would say, about 4 to maybe 6 months, that'll probably would about cover the entire bottom of the tank. So there's going to be a pretty thick carpet of that stuff, which is going to look pretty cool once it establishes itself in the tank. I also added another discus fish, but sadly it died, and I returned it to the store that I got it from, which the store that I bought the discus fish from, I actually purchased fish from them before that have died, so I probably shouldn't have never given them another chance and bought another fish from them, because obviously they don't take care of their fish that well. But yeah, that's the only thing that sucks, because I bought another one thinking that, oh, could add one to the pack, and it just dies on me, so that kind of sucks. But these guys have been doing very well. The only thing that's wrong with this little group here is that they like to bully this guy over here in the corner, so they keep chasing him away. But pure and simple, that's just discus fish establishing their dominance in the tank. But you really got to watch for this, because if you have a fish that's been secluded like this, you got to make sure that it eats, because if the fish is not eating, then obviously it's going to die within a matter of time. So I made that mistake before when I've kept discus fish. I let the fish been bullied by the other ones and haven't kept an eye on it, and it's just died. So if this happens to your discus fish, just like it has to mine, just keep an eye on him and make sure he's eating. And if he's not, then it's probably a best bet just to sell him or to move him into a separate tank if you have one, because most likely it's just not getting along with the other pair. So so yeah, the discus are doing great. And then I also added 7 more tetras to the already little group that I had there. I had 5 already in there, so a pretty good amount is in there now. It gives it a nice kind of cool effect, I think, because really in the wild where discus live in the Amazon lakes and rivers and stuff like that, there's really more fish. There's tiny fish constantly swimming around them. So I thought it would be nice to add the tetras, because it would give the tank a natural look, because that's really what it is in the wild. There's not just discus fish there's more. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, and those fish are doing well too. So. And I also got another filter. I got 2 filters now. I got 2 Fluval C-Series power filters. I think I already told you guys about that before, but not sure, so I'll just tell you guys again. But that's doing very well, or the filters are doing really well rather. And I've actually changed some stuff in there. Let's go take a look and I'll show you. Instead of actually keeping the chemical filtration inside of the filters, I actually replaced it with some mechanical filtration, as you see there. It's just that blue spongy material. You can buy it off of eBay or find it in a pet store or whatever. but it's mainly just there to filter the water and clear it of all the floating debris and stuff like that. So really, this filter is just one big mechanical and biological filter. There's no longer any chemical filtration or filtered bags or whatever used in these filters, that mainly was my whole idea. Because also I added something else that will give me some chemical filtration. This is called the Via Aqua Polyreactor, and this is the 20/20 model. And what a reactor is, for those of you that don't know, is that it's a type of filtration where you can add chemical media such as activated carbon, or there's tons of other stuff you can add. You can even add just rocks to this and have a good biological filter as well. But I chose to use it for my chemical filtration because I really didn't like having to buy those chemical media bags for the filters over there, because you can't go out and buy one that's just that could fit every type of filter. For some reason in particular, these filters, you can only buy the ones that Fluval makes. I already tried using other ones and they just don't fit. There's really no size that is the same as those ones. So I chose just to do biological and mechanical in those filters and just do the chemical filtration separate with a reactor. So what happens is a little pump is right here on the back wall of the aquarium, and that is constantly pumping water into here, and that gets shot all the way down through this tube. The tube continues all the way down through the chemical media, and then it expels itself out through a little grate thing down there, and then it is pushed up. So it's kind of maximizing the way that the water goes through the chemical media, but it pushes all the water up through it, comes out through right here, and then goes out through an exit tube, and then back into the aquarium. And it has a little strainer on it with a little bag around it that you can't remove, but you probably don't want to, because it's there just in case anything like little rocks of carbon or whatever you put in here comes out, and so it won't go into the tank and mess up your water or anything. So yeah, and also I got a new heater. I had to buy a new heater because Marine Land is having a massive recall of their stealth heaters. So I had to send that one back, and I got a nice little check from them as a refund, which was really nice. This one I got off of eBay. It's made by Jibo, or Jebo, I don't know how you say that name, but but it's a good heater. It's worked very well. It's a glass heater, which that's what I like about it. Glass heaters are kind of a favorite of mine. I like them because they're kind of more reliable. They work a lot faster than plastic, cheap plastic ones. So I really like it. It's worked very well and kept the tank at a nice 80, 81 degrees, which is what you really want to keep a Discus tank at. Some people say you should go higher to 84 or even 86 degrees, but really it's not necessary, because usually in the